In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my simple trend line strategy that I use to make money in the forex market. If you are able to master this trend line strategy, you'll be able to make money consistently in the forex market. This trend line strategy has helped so many successful traders to become wealthy. So what you need to do is pay clear attention. Make sure you watch this video from the beginning to the end so that you will understand everything about trend line. So trend line is simply a trading strategy where traders plot in a line at the support or resistance of a chart. So I'm going to walk you through how you can be able to plot this trend line and how you can take trade. So before I start, I want to make you understand that trend line is part of price action trading formula. Like I said in my previous videos, I'm a pure price action trader and I always trade my price action using different concepts. So trend line is one of the concepts in price action, and that is what I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. So I'm going to go straight to the screen so that I will show you how a trend line looks like on a chart so that you understand what I'm talking about. So here is an example of a trend line. You can see this line. This is what we call a trend line. This is what we call a trend line. So trend line are used during a trending market. In my previous video, I talked about price action and I told you that for you to master price action, you must learn the formula of price action, which is the MAEE formula. So before you start trading, you need to look at the market structure. So now if you look at the chart here, what is the market structure? The market structure is the market is in a downtrend. That is the market structure. So when the market is in a downtrend, you only look to sell, right? So before you take a trade, you must identify the market structure. That is the first thing you have to do as a trader. So in this scenario, the market structure here is a downtrend. So now we have been able to identify the market structure. The next thing we are looking at is the area of value. So that is where the trend line comes in. So we can use the trend line to connect the previous high during a downtrend. Like this is a previous high, previous high, previous high, previous high. So what you need is just two previous high during a downtrend for you to connect your trend line. So this is the first and this is the second. So once you are able to connect your trend line from this first high to this second high, you can now extend it down. So each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, it get rejected. Each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, it get rejected. Each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, it get rejected. And each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, it get rejected. So now the trend line will be acting as a resistance level for you to take your sell trade. So once you're able to connect to previous high during a downtrend, so once you have connected the two previous high, like example this and this, you can now extend the trend line to the future. So if the market goes down and then makes a pullback to the trend line and then get rejected, forming a doji or a bearish engulfing pattern, you can then take a sell trade. And if the price makes a pullback again to the trend line, get rejected, you take a sell trade. If it makes a pullback to the trend line again, get rejected, you take a sell trade. So the trend line will be acting as what? As a resistance level where you take your sell trade if the market is in a downtrend. So in this scenario, the market is in a downtrend and you connect the previous highs, two previous high, this and this. But if you're able to miss this, you can still connect this one and this one. So once you connect this and this, you can still extend the trend line downward so that each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, you take your sell trade. Now, what if the market is in an uptrend? What if the market is in an uptrend? So the same thing that happened during the downtrend is still the same thing that will happen during an uptrend. So just it's going to be an opposite pattern. So during an uptrend, you only look to buy. So if the market is in an uptrend, you only look to buy. So what you do, use the trend line to connect the previous low, right, to previous low. That is what you need to draw your trend line. So in this scenario, we have the first previous low and we have the second previous low. So with this previous low and this previous low, you can then draw your trend line and extend it to the future. So if the price now goes up and then makes a retracement down to the trend line, then get rejected, forming this doji, you take a buy trade. So you can clearly see the price makes a pullback to the trend line, then get rejected. You can see that it forms a doji. Then you take a buy trade and the price goes up. You can see the price went down to the trend line, got rejected, forming this doji. So this is where you take your buy trade, right? And then if the price makes a pullback again to the trend line, you take your buy trade. So during an uptrend, you connect the trend line at the lows, previous lows. Just two previous low is what you need for you to be able to establish your trend line. Like example I said, you need just two previous low, which is this and this. So this is a previous low, this is a previous low. So connect your trend line here and make sure it touches this second low and then extend it to the future, right? So each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, get rejected, you take a buy trade. Each time price makes a pullback to the trend line, get rejected, you take a buy trade. So this is how you are going to be trading a trend line. So that one is for those that wants to ride a trend. You can just hold onto your trend, onto your price until the price breaks below the trend line in case the market is in an uptrend. So you can hold onto your trade. Let's say for instance here, the market is clearly in an uptrend and you want to ride this trend, right? You want to ride this trend. What you do is, once the price makes a pullback to the trend line, forms this low, then goes up, then comes back again and makes another low here, and then goes up. Once these two lows has been established, you simply plot out your trend line, draw it and extend it to the future, making sure that it touches this and this low and this low, and then extend it to the future. So when the price makes a pullback to the trend line and then touches the trend line, you don't rush and take a buy trade. You must wait for a rejection candlestick pattern. So this doji is an example of a rejection candlestick pattern. So now this doji has formed, so telling you that the market is unable to break below the trend line. You take a buy trade, your stop loss is going to be below the trend line, and then your take profit can either be at the previous high, which is this is the previous high, so this can be your take profit, and then your stop loss will be below the trend line. But if you want to ride this trend, then what you will do is you will just be shifting your stop loss. In order, we'll call it break even. So if the price comes to this trend line, get rejected, take a buy trade. So what you are going to do is to be shifting your stop loss. As the price is going up, you'll be shifting your stop loss. So the price went to this level, form a new high, then got rejected, then comes down to the trend line, and what happened? The price got rejected and continue going up. So you can still take a buy trade here. So you can see that the trend line has not been broken, which means the market is still in an uptrend. So in this scenario, you can either take your profit at the previous high, or you ride the trend by moving your stop loss from the point it is to break even, and then you keep on shifting it until the price invalidates the trend line. That is when you can now accept that the trend have changed. So the same thing applicable to the downtrend. If the market is in a downtrend, you take only a sell trade. So here you can see that the trend line is holding perfectly the price has not been able to break above the trend line, telling you that the market is seriously in a strong downtrend. So like I said before, you look for two highs during a downtrend, but during an uptrend you look for two lows. So since this is a downtrend, you look for two highs. This is the first, this is the second. Or if you're not able to get to this one, you can still make use of this highs and highs, previous high and previous high. Connect the trend line and extend it to the future. So when price comes back again to this trend line, get rejected at the trend line, then you take your sell trade. So the trend line will be acting as an area of value, right? So after the area of value, what happened is the entry trigger. The entry trigger, like I said before, is the candlestick pattern in form of a rejection candlestick pattern, just like the one I showed you in example here, the doji. So this is the doji, is a rejection candlestick pattern, a reversal candlestick pattern. This tells you that the market is unable to break below the trend line. So that is what you look for. You don't just rush and take your trade without confirming that the price is unable to break above the trend line, because in this scenario, if you do not confirm the rejection and you just take a sell trade just because the price makes a pullback to the trend line, you might be disappointed because it might be a reversal. The price might just break above the trend line and a new uptrend will just begin. That is why it's advisable that when the price makes a pullback to the trend line, you don't just rush to take trade. You wait for a rejection confirmation for you to take a sell trade. So once you have been able to see a rejection candlestick pattern, like a bearish engulfing pattern, or you see something like what, like a doji, like a rejection candlestick pattern, you then take your sell trade. That tells you that the price is unable to break above this trend line. So you can clearly see that the price is holding firmly, the trend line is holding onto the price, and the price is unable to break above the trend line. So this is how easy it is to trade with a trend line. So another example is you can draw two lines, right? If the market is in an uptrend, you can use the trend line to connect the lows, just like this. You can use the trend line to connect the lows and then use another trend line to connect the highs during an uptrend. So what you do here is this: you can take both trades, both highs and low. So if the price comes to the lower trend line, you take a buy trade, and if price comes to the higher trend line, you take a sell trade. But taking a sell trade at these highs is risky because the market is clearly in an uptrend, right? So the taking a sell trade is just like taking a short trade. So you make sure you take your profit before the price comes to the down trend line, to the bottom, because that is where the price will reverse. So that is for traders that wants to be cashing both the sell and the buy. So as the price makes a pullback to the trend line, they take a buy trade. So when the price makes a pullback to the trend line, they take a sell trade. So that is how they will be doing it, right? So but the directional movement is still an uptrend. So that is where the money is. For the downtrend is just a short trend, it's just small money you make, but the main movement is uptrend. So why they are putting it is just to get small money from the retracement. That is why they are putting this line, this horizontal line at the top, to get little money from the retracement. But know that the real money is from this bottom, because the market is clearly in an uptrend. So this is how you trade using a trend line. So this is another example. The market is clearly in an uptrend. You can clearly see we have two trend lines. You connect first the lows, make sure you connect the lows, and then you connect the highs, right? So now it looks like a channel. So the price will now be reacting inside this channel box. So when the price comes to this uptrend line, you take a sell trade because the price is going to make a retracement down to the lower trend line. So once the price gets to the low trend line, you take your profit, right? And then enter a buy trade. So when it gets to the upper trend line, you take another sell trade. And then when it gets to the lower trend line, you take your profit and take a buy trade. So this is another pattern that traders normally use. Many traders, with this you can make money both up and down. So you make money from the retracement and you make money from the main trend. So this is how simple it is to trade using the trend line. So like I said before, for you to be able to make use of the trend line, you must identify a trending market. Either the market is in an uptrend or the market is in a downtrend. So if the market is in an uptrend, you look for previous lows, right? Because when the market is in an uptrend, the market will be making higher high and higher low, higher high and higher low. So you look at the lows. So at the lows is where you're going to connect your trend line. Just what you need is two lows. So once trend line makes two lows, you connect your trend line. Once price makes too low, you connect your trend line and then extend it to the future. So when price comes back again to that trend line, get rejected by forming either a bullish engulfing pattern, you now take what? A buy trade. This tells you that the price is unable to break below the trend line. So the same thing applicable to a downtrend. So when the market is in a downtrend, you look for previous highs, because if the market is in a downtrend, the market makes a lower high and lower low, lower high and lower low. So what you do is just connect the highs, the lower highs, connect the lower highs, connect it. But what you need to connect is just two lower highs. So once you connect the two lower highs, you extend it down. So when price makes a retracement to the trend line, you wait for a rejection candlestick pattern to take your sell trade. So that is how simple it is to trade using the trend line. So this is how I trade using the trend line, and I believe you have received knowledge from this video. So my best advice is to make sure you practice this on a demo account before you implement it on a real account. Very, very important. Practice it on a demo account. Make sure it is working perfectly before you can implement it on a real account. And I must say this, there is no 100% guarantee that this strategy is going to work all the time, because there is no 100% strategy that works 100%. So that is why you still need money management and risk management. Make sure you invest 1% of your trading capital in case if the market goes wrong, because the market cannot go right all the time. So this is a disclaimer. It doesn't mean that this strategy is the best. What I'm saying is one of the best. Doesn't mean it's the best, it's just one of the best, and there is still room for market manipulation. So you still have to make use of your risk management and money management to survive in the forex market. So that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope you love this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more educative content like this, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon to be the first to be notified whenever I upload new video. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.